Africa, ladies and gentlemen, presenting Jason Born Ready Medi.
We get to the main event of the evening, Braden. This is about for the African Boxing Union super middleweight title between Jason Medi of South Africa against Shadir Musa of Uganda.
Yeah, looking forward to this fight. Obviously, there's a belt on the line. I've seen that both fighters are highly ranked. I think I've seen that Musa himself is ranked 83rd best super middleweight in the world. So definitely some pedigree on show over here.
Definitely.
Both fighters similar level of experience.
And we're looking good, looking forward to a good fight here.
Let's hope so.
Let's see, Musa's a southpaw. Medi seems to have a big height and reach advantage over Musa.
He does. He looks huge for a super middleweight at 168 pounds.
You think the guy's a cruiser. This African Boxing Union is actually a very valuable title. I was actually one of the first South African to promote an African Boxing Union title fight between Sugar Boy Malinga and Sugar Ray Aquaya back in August 1994. It was the first African Boxing Union title fight to be held in South Africa. Malinga won that fight, and with that he received the #1 WBC rating, which propelled him into a world title fight with Nigel Benn, which he managed to win and become the WBC super middle champ.
Great story, that.
Yeah, it is.
And it just shows you how important this belt could be for either man's future career.
This belt could be a huge stepping stone for both guys. That's why they'll be so eager to win it. Musa opening up there. Medi's just surveying the landscape here and just checking him out.
Yeah, he's keeping that guard nice and high of his.
He is.
Trying to be focused. But yeah, we saw good jab followed by that piercing left hand from the southpaw.
Correct. Medi's just waiting and watching, checking his opponent out.
Yeah, can he find some wild shots there from Musa? Looks very explosive in here.
He does, and very quick. There's very quick hands, Musa.
I was about to say, he just comes in there so quickly.
He does.
And it's those shots which you can't see, which are the ones which can hurt you the most.
That's always the shot that gets you, the one that you don't see. Musa has impressed me highly with his speed. These two guys don't even look like they're in the same weight division.
No, they don't. They don't. And we were speaking about speed versus power. I think it was the last fight. I think we may be in for a speed versus power matchup over here.
We might well indeed be.
Medi comes in strong with a looping overhand right there.
It's quite opening round.
Yeah. Both fighters getting a feel for the action here.
Oh. Yeah.
Got a very, very loud crowd here for this fight.
Yeah. These African boxing fans are very passionate. I've noticed that. Often when there's a foreign fighter, they come in their droves and support and make a lot of noise and create a wonderful atmosphere.
Yeah, it always becomes an interesting fight dynamic.
They are so passionate. I think Musa could have just shaded that round, Braden. Very close round, but
I do agree with that.
Good.
I think he did enough over there. He looked very explosive at times.
Very explosive and very quick. The way he gets his shots off and then moves out again.
I think it'll be very interesting to see how this 12-round fight plays out.
It will definitely be. There we set for round 2. See, Medi might have a problem with his knee. I see he's wearing a protective covering over his right leg.
Ooh. Big shot landing over there.
Big shot landed by Medi.
Borgie looked a bit stunned there. It seems like he's recovered.
Yes.
But I think we're seeing some of that power which Medi can bring to the table here.
We definitely are. And Medi's got the height and reach advantage.
Yeah.
Even though he's fighting a southpaw, he can unleash from a distance, which is a big advantage to him.
Yeah, I think you can see, we spoke about it earlier, but when a southpaw's up against an orthodox fighter, that fight for the dominance of the lead foot is always important.
That's what it's all about.
But I think that the height and reach advantage which Medi has over here is somewhat negating that.
It could well be, because of the southpaw stance. It's all about the way you put your front foot into that pocket. It's about landing a jab as well. It's where you put your front foot into that pocket. A shorter guy can out-jab a taller guy when he puts his foot into that pocket correctly as he throws the jab.
And that's going to be the key tonight for Borgie if he wants to secure a victory.
For sure.
And he comes in strong over there.
Very quick hands on the part of Borgie.
I'd love to see him pop that jab with that speed.
Yeah.
A quick jab is such a valuable asset in a toolkit of a fighter.
A good hard jab, a quick jab, all jabs are the most valuable assets you can have in this game.
It's almost like a tense fight at the moment. Both fighters can explode, either with the speed which Borgie has, or the power which Medi possesses.
That's it, you hit the nail on the head there, Braden, that summed it up. Still, both guys still tentative, feeling each other out.
And we must remember, this is a 12-round fight, so
they have to pace themselves.
Correct.
Borgie's coming there, throwing combinations. He's so quick the way he gets in and out.
Yeah.
And he throws with such speed.
You just hear the extremely loud cheer of the crowd as soon as Borgie does something. I wonder if they'll influence the judges.
It often does happen that way. Judges often get influenced by the crowd. Judging is such a subjective thing. It's not like other sports like football and cricket and rugby where you can see how many goals or tries or runs are scored. Boxing depends on the subjective mind of the judge.
Yeah. I heard one person once say that the best way to score a fight is with no sound, no crowd noise, no commentary, nothing.
Definitely, because so many factors and circumstances can influence a judge in the scoring.
Yeah, as you see there from the replays, both fighters again showing that explosiveness, but nothing of real note landing as of yet.
No fireworks yet at this point in the fight.
I definitely wouldn't be surprised to see a knockout though.
But there's a long way to go. Only 2 rounds down. Start of round 3 of this ABU, African Boxing Union super middleweight title fight between Jason Medi and Borgie of Uganda. An interesting thing, Braden, Uganda haven't produced many good fighters, but in the early 80s there were 2 world-class fighters who were produced by Uganda. The first was Ayub Kaluli, who took South Africa's own Bushi best of 15 rounds. Kaluli was a world-class fighter who eventually lost his WBA junior middleweight title to none other than Sugar Ray Leonard. The best shot.
But can he follow it up? Can he press him forward even more?
You can see the confidence building in Borgie as he starts to come back into this fight.
Yeah, and as Borgie's confidence is going up, I think Medi's rhythm is just slowing down and slowing down.
Without a doubt. Medi just seems so one-dimensional. He'll throw the jab and then the right hand, the jab and the right hand, 1-2, 1-2 all the time.
I'd love to see him mix it up a bit more.
He has to start doing that.
Include a hook in there, include an uppercut, go to the body.
He has to start doing that.
At the moment, he's just not offering enough in this fight.
He's offering nothing at the moment.
That's ruled as not a knockdown.
Not at all. That's probably the best round of the fight for Borgie.
Yeah, and he carries on pushing. We have a look at the replays over here. See, Borgie comes in with that right hook.
What a right hook there from Borgie.
And we've seen hooks like that in previous fights tonight. Put fighters to sleep.
Like that hook from Josh Clutie in the first bout of the evening. That's the best punch of the fight from Borgie so far.
Yeah. I don't think it necessarily hurt Medi too much, but he definitely felt it.
He definitely felt it. You could see that. You could see that he felt it. There we go. This is round number 10.
That's round number 9.
Sorry, number 9. And Medi better start waking up now and putting some more effort and work into it.
And he has come out.
It's no knockdown. It's a slip. But I keep saying it. I just don't understand why Medi doesn't utilize his physical advantages.
Seeing the canvas seems pretty wet. It may explain all the slippings that we've seen recently.
It does. The problem is the seconds throw water in the corner. It doesn't always get wiped up. Medi really has to start doing something now because Borgie's turning this fight around.
Don't hold.
It's been a very difficult fight to score, Braden.
Yeah, I haven't been scoring it round by round myself.
I haven't either because it's a 12 rounder. It's difficult to keep track.
But I do feel like at the moment it's Borgie's fight to lose.
Definitely. Borgie's definitely taking over now. I hate to repeat myself, but
Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge A scores about 73, 78, Woji. Judge B scores about 77, 75, Medi. And Judge C scores about 74, 77, Woji.
Borgie has a smile on his face.
Almost happened in a flash that.
It did. Both guys landed at the same time, which hasn't happened often in this fight. But Borgie is so confident now. His right hand's at his hip.
He's having a great time in there now.
He is now. He's taking over in this fight. And Medi's allowing him to take over. I just don't understand what Medi's game plan is here. And the crowd are really into this fight now. Medi just has to start working more and throwing more punches. Braden, do you see this fight slipping away from Medi?
I think so. I think a lot of the rounds have gotten away from him. He had a great moment in the third round with that beautiful straight right hand.
He did.
But unfortunately for him, it's just not happening enough. I don't know if it's his game plan, which wasn't perfectly suited for this fight.
I don't know what it is, but he's just not doing enough. If he wants to win this fight, he has to start working now and start doing something, show that he wants to win this fight. As we're going to round number 10. There we see Medi using his jab to the body. He needs to do more of that and initiate the action.
Yep, we haven't seen it enough from him.
You can't just wait for Borgie to come inside and throw those wild shots and get out again.
Some good work there on the inside from Borgie.
And again with that jab. In defense of Medi, Borgie's not an easy guy to fight with his style.
Oh, yeah,
he's so unorthodox.
It's very awkward. The way those twitches and flinching motions, the way his speed.
And those funny movements of his put you off. You don't know what he's going to do next.
It's a very tough fighter to read, Borgie.
Very tough. But what Medi could be well advised to do is to aim his right hand at the chest of Borgie.
And to try sap some of that energy out of
Not
it.
only that, so when Borgie moves his head, some of the shots will land on his head if he aims at the chest. Because you can see Medi's having difficulty landing the right hand to Borgie's head. See, there he misses with the right again.
He's just too slippery, Borgie.
He's like a slippery eel moving around the ring. He's made Medi look bad. And
Good
that's what a
left.
style like his does to a good fighter.
Yeah, good overhand left there from Borgie.
If Medi loses this fight, he only has himself to blame. Because he's not doing enough, Braden.
I agree over here. And there's a good left hook over there from Medi.
It's the first time he's thrown a hook after his 1-2. He needs to start doing that more often. Borgie is just so slippery. The way he moves in and out. He's not making life easy for Medi.
Yeah. Landing those shots on his shin is going to be difficult.
Very difficult. That's why I said he should aim the right hand at Borgie's chest. And if Borgie slips a shot, he might still land it.
Yeah. Even an uppercut in those scenarios.
That's it.
And we see over there in the replay. A good left hook over there from Medi.
The problem with Medi is not varying his attack. It's basically just 1-2, 1-2, 1-2.
Yeah.
He threw a left hook after the 1-2 in this round, but it's been far too seldom.
I agree. Even doubling up on that jab before letting the right hand go.
That's exactly what he should do.
And I guess the perfect way to summarize it, Medi's been too predictable and Borgie's been too unpredictable.
You hit the nail on the head there, Braden. That sums up this fight in a nutshell.
Box.
And I think Borgie's just reading Medi so easily. He knows exactly what Medi's going to do and what Medi has in his arsenal.
Yeah, and Borgie himself is just so volatile and unpredictable and awkward to fight against.
He is. There's some good action on the ropes as Borgie comes in. Nothing big was landed there.
Nothing cleanly.
I see Medi's throwing that jab to the body now. He might be trying to bring Borgie's hands down to protect the body, and he can throw that right hand over the top.
He can land that right hand upstairs off the jab. Jabbing to the body. Could be over.
That's what he has to do.
Yep.
That was a good right thrown by Medi. It never landed, but that's exactly what he has to do.
Yeah. It's just about varying those attacks.
That's exactly what Medi has to do. He has to vary his punches. He's become too predictable for Borgie.
Yeah, throwing that right hand to the body even.
Correct. It's a very scrappy round, this one.
Yeah, another difficult one to call. No fighters really made their imprint or mark on it.
Yep. Neither fighter has in this round. It's been a very tough fight to judge. Well, I think Medi's actually made it easier for the judges by not working hard enough. It's actually frustrating to see Medi standing there. You know what he has to do, but he doesn't do it.
Yeah, he's just not letting it go. We see Borgie comes forward yet again.
And the rounds are flying by. Borgie's outworking Medi. This is the 12th and final round, Braden. I haven't scored this fight, but one of these guys has to come out in this round and try and claim this fight.
I agree. Going into the round, I don't think either of the fighters can be fully confident of a win.
You're 100% right there, Braden. I have no clue how this fight could be scored. It's so difficult to score.
We've seen some surprising scorecards.
We always do.
In the past.
That's the nature of boxing.
And you never want to leave it to the hands of the judges.
You never do. One of these guys has to come out in this round and stamp his authority and do something. The fighters embrace, but one of them has to make his mark in this round. And I think the guy who should try and make his mark in this round is Medi.
I agree.
Because the rounds are slipping away from him. He's just not active enough. He's not doing enough.
I think this is the round where he's finally got to unload that right hand. He's been hesitant to do it and using it sparingly.
And he has nothing to lose. He has nothing to lose whatsoever. I don't think Borgie can hurt Medi, so why not roll the dice, take a couple of risks, and cement this fight by winning this round big.
Yeah, a knockdown here or a 10-8 round would definitely put Medi at a much bigger chance of winning.
Definitely.
Could be a huge swing round.
It could. This fight could be up for grabs in this round, so one of these guys has to come out and take this round.
At the moment it's still Borgie's putting on the pressure.
Well, that's been the pattern of the fight, Braden. Medi waiting and watching. Borgie coming in and out, not scoring with heavy blows, but landing punches. That's no knockdown.
Another no knockdown.
No knockdown. He was backing up and he fell over. That's exactly what I mean, what Borgie does. He comes in and out, scores with some light, quick shots, and backs out again, while Medi just waits and watches. There's a good right hand from Medi. But he's got to do that more often.
Yeah, it's the punch he's been looking for the entire fight.
But he's not using it. I just don't know what it is about Medi, how he just waits and waits and watches. He doesn't unload.
Yeah, he's looking for the exactly perfect opportunity to throw that punch. But
and he's not going to find it with an awkward guy in front of him like Borgie.
Yeah, no, the style that he's going for, which is almost just loading up traps and trying to catch someone on the counter, can work for a predictable fighter. But Borgie's just about the opposite of that.
He is it. But look at that. Both Borgie's hands are down at his sides. Medi should be going for broke. Yeah. Throwing that right hand, but he's not.
Bit of showboating and arrogance here from Borgie. I think he thinks that he's won this fight.
He probably thinks he has won it. And I wouldn't be surprised if he has won it.
Yeah.
Because Medi just never did enough. Medi had the guns in his arsenal to win this fight, but he just never did enough.
And as we always love to say in boxing, styles make fights.
Styles definitely make fights.
And I think we've seen here that Borgie's style just proved to be too unpredictable for Medi.
Totally unpredictable. But Medi as well could have done a lot more than he did. He just never threw enough shots. Never threw that right hand. He had that right hand cocked all night. He must have thrown it 10 or 12 times the whole fight.
And it's a dangerous weapon. He's got good timing and good accuracy when he does land it.
Medi definitely has the ability, but he has to put that ability to good use, which he never did in this fight. It's going to be interesting to see how the judges have this fight scored, Braden.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't score it round by round, but I do have Borgie probably as the winner.
Me as well. Put a gun to my head, I'd say Borgie won this fight, even though I never scored it round by round.
Yeah, I don't think any result would really be extremely shocking to me.
No, it wouldn't. But I just feel that Medi never did enough. And I think he had the beating of Borgie. He definitely had the beating. He just never fought the right fight.
Yeah, he had the power and the timing to disturb Borgie's rhythm.
He did. He just doesn't throw enough punches. Let's see what the judges have to say. This is going to be an interesting decision. stand to be corrected, but in the old days, winning an ABU title gave you an automatic WBC rating. I'm not sure if that's still the case now, but that just shows how valuable the result of this fight is.
For sure, the winner of this fight in particular, could change their career forever.
Definitely. Taking quite a while for the judges to hand in their scorecards, and normally when that happens, it's usually a sign of varied scoring, where the one judge goes for the one guy and the other judge goes for the other guy. So we might have quite a discrepancy in the scoring here.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily be surprised about that.
Not at all.
You know, two very different fighters that we saw tonight, both of their merits and their cons.
Very, very different. And the thing about the two is their styles never meshed in this fight.
No.
And that's why the scoring is going to be so difficult. The scorecards are in. The ref has the scorecards over to the ring announcer, Shane the Duke Wellington. This is going to be interesting.
We now go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge Mbini scores about 114, a draw. Judge Simakula scores about 117, 110, Bwoji. And Judge Chalaway scores about 116 to 111 to the winner. And the new ABU Super Middleweight Champion from Uganda, Shadir Musa.
Well, I'm not surprised about that, Braden. I'm not at all surprised. This fight was there for Medi to take. He allowed Bwogi to outwork him. But what I'm surprised about is the variation in the scoring. The one judge scored it a draw,